I don't know if you guys remember this thing, but this might jog your memory.
Light it up!
This is a 2006 Hummer H1 Alpha. It was the last year of the Hummer H1. It was also the only year that they put a Duramax diesel engine in it, which is the best engine they ever put in a Hummer H1. Look at that turbo up top. And this one was graciously donated by World of Warships to our range day back in December of last year. And they donated it because we wanted to destroy it. They said, sure. And we shot it up with thousands of rounds, 50 cal explosive incendiary included. It is riddled with bullet holes. There's actually a bullet right there. It's just got bullet holes everywhere. I mean, there's a fuel filler and there's holes in it. Everything completely shot up on this thing, except the engine. The engine was under all this stuff. There was a bunch of stuff. The engine's way sunk back in there. It only got hit in this head right here, as far as we can tell. Junkyard Digs actually got this engine to run on starter fluid a little bit. It turns over, it does kind of run. It had no computer because there's our computer with bullet holes in it, but he got it to run on starter fluid. The engine is salvageable. So I thought, what if we fix it? And we started taking stuff apart and realized, man, it's out of our league. It's so far gone that it might be trash, but I just didn't want to give up. And then we found someone to help. So this Hummer H1 Alpha right now is about to make a road trip all the way to San Diego, California. I'll see you there. I'm on a beach in San Diego, California, looking for battleships. But before I go any further, I do want to say thank you to our sponsor of this whole build, World of Warships. None of this would be possible if they wouldn't have donated the Hummer H1 for us to destroy and then sponsored its entire rebuild. World of Warships brings naval history to life, and you are the captain. In the game, you can control all kinds of authentic American ships through historically significant battles. My favorites are the destroyers, such as USS Nicholas. They're the most maneuverable class of ships, which allows me to get into range, attack, and get out unscathed. Weather effects makes each battle unique and changes the tactics of the battle. With each ship being hyper accurate to the real thing, each battle makes you feel like you're actually there. The graphics of the scenery are awesome, as are those of the ships. You can choose between battleships, cruisers, destroyers, aircraft carriers, and submarines, all with different strengths and weaknesses. You can play against AI bots, or for a real challenge, you can select random battle to fight against other players. Hint, use the USS Texas. The game is free to download, linked in the description below, and if you use my promo code DEMORANCH24, you get 7 days premium account time, 1.5 million credits, 500 doubloons, the USS Texas, plus another free ship after 15 battles. The reason this is cool is because during World War I, the battleship USS Texas took part in patrol and convoy missions in the Atlantic. During World War II, the battleship escorted convoys across the Atlantic, took part in the landings of Allied forces in North Africa and Normandy, and supported landing forces in the battle for Iwo Jima and Okinawa. After her service in the Navy concluded, Texas became a museum ship in Houston, Texas, and then became the first battleship to receive the status of being a National Historic Landmark of the United States. And my goal is to drive the Holy Hummer after we're done rebuilding it to see the USS Texas. And if you guys click my link in the description below, you are helping me make that dream a reality. So do it. Okay, let's go check out the shop. The Hummer is here at Predator Inc. I'm here with Ryan and Jason. What do you guys do at Predator?
So we do pretty much everything when it comes to like H1 Hummers. We also work on H2s and a few things with the H3, but predominantly H1 Hummers and Humvees. And we're talking like full restoration work to Duramax engine conversions.
This thing might need the full restoration work.
Yeah.
Is this the
probably the worst?
Is this the worst one you've ever seen?
This is the worst one we're gonna ever attempt to restore. Like hands down. I still don't know if it's possible.
Like it might be too far gone.
We've seen some bad stuff. But
It's
like
right on the verge though. Here, come over on this side.
Yeah, on the other side it's pretty
This side
bad.
doesn't look bad.
So they actually, I had never talked to these guys. They actually saw the video of us shooting it and kind of hurt your soul a little bit, right?
Yeah.
A little
Yeah.
bit.
I was like, what the hell's going on? Like, Jason sent me the video of it getting blown up, and I was just in awe. Like everybody else, all the other.
We rocked the Hummer world with this one,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
There's some upset viewers. Like,
Yeah.
some customers that have called me like,
They were upset people. I was one of them. We were like at the thing. We were like, we don't want to shoot this, but if everyone else is shooting it, I guess we'll shoot
you
it.
weren't that upset because you were pulling the trigger.
Oh, I for sure had fun shooting it, but here we are. So this thing, it actually had a Predator badge. So this thing has actually been in your shop before.
Yeah.
Who knows when, but it's been here. It had some upgrades. That roof rack is from you guys. The rock sliders from you guys. The grill guard was from you guys. What else?
Light bars are.
Light bar was y'all's.
We did some engine work, computer work.
It was tuned by you guys. Yeah.
Now, all the accessories are our accessories.
Yeah, all the accessories.
Brush guard, rear bumper. Yeah, pretty much all the bolt-on accessories. Oh, we also did the doors too. So
Oh, yeah?
The doors were removable.
Yep. That's right. Yeah. So these are, they got little pins.
Pin design.
That was Predator. So this thing has been here before. It looked a little better at that time. But I started getting all these messages like, Matt, you got to fix that Hummer. And Predator was the first choice. So I reached out to Predator and they were like, yeah, we already saw your video, you asshole.
Yeah, they were like, hell no, you're not coming in here.
Funny story. So before we ever talked, when you first did this and
Yep.
shot this thing up, I shared it on our Instagram
Really?
channel. Like, what, 2 years ago when you did it or whatever? A year ago?
That was like a year ago, yeah.
Yeah, because I saw it and I was like, holy crap. Like, what is this guy doing?
That started the
And I-
hatred.
Yep.
Yeah, and I shared it on our, like,
Somebody
your
post.
post or whatever. I reshared it on our Instagram.
Well, look, guys,
Yeah.
I'm here to say sorry. I'm here for redemption in the Hummer world. I want to get back in y'all's good graces and make this thing not Swiss cheese. We're gonna call it the Holy Hummer.
That's a perfect name
Yeah.
for it. Yeah.
But yeah, you guys want to show me around the shop? Kind of show me what you do? You got some freaking awesome trucks around here.
We got upholstery upstairs. We do all upholstery in-house up there.
Yep.
Then we have, obviously, the main bread and butter of the shop here. All the repair work, installation.
That's where your technicians are working, putting everything together here.
Our master engine builder.
That's the engine guy.
Mata.
Then back, we got shipping receiving over here.
Can't hear him. He's saying shipping, receiving over here.
Shipping receiving
This place is huge.
We actually have two locations. We
One
have
in-
one in just outside of Tampa.
Okay.
So pretty much the same footprint as this one, same size.
Only we have a full paint shop out there.
Oh, really?
Instead of like full fabrication, we have full paint shop. out
Yep.
there.
Got Joe over here. He's about to start manufacturing a front bumper.
Bumper right there. So they make all this stuff in-house. It's pretty sweet. That's a slant
so
back.
all our product, Matt, is all done. Is all hand built.
That is cool.
So I mean, we have like our set like welders and cutters, but for
Yep.
the most part, everything is hand built.
By hand.
Yeah.
So in a Humvee, you're separated from the people on the other side by all of the driveline and the gas tank and the muffler, everything that's in the middle because you're kind of sunk down around them.
Humvee or H1.
Yeah.
Both.
So-
civilian and military.
So they go and cut it all out, notch it out so they can put 2 more seats in the middle so you can actually fit 6 people instead of 4 people in this thing.
Yeah, definitely.
Which is that's a pretty epic upgrade.
Then push these seats back too, so you can literally walk straight through.
More foot
A lot
room.
more room.
Yeah, that's awesome. You got a lot of Hummers.
All kinds of Hummers. Different stages. I think this one's going to go up for sale pretty soon. This one was just purchased
That's
by
good
a
looking.
new customer.
Yep.
That's a good color, huh?
It's so good.
Maybe you should do this color.
Maybe we should do the OD green.
I like that color.
It's got a little brown tint to it. I love it.
We got another green. Let's check this out just to get a comparison.
There's a green. It's like a pearl forest
There's a lot of
green.
greens. There's another
You got a neon green over there.
Another greens.
Oh yeah, that's green too. Green's the color.
Be over there.
Yep. Tan one.
Here's the other green.
Got like army plastic toy green right there. That's what it.
Yeah,
reminds me
yeah,
of,
it
that
does.
color.
Man, this is cool though. I do like that. I'm a green kind of guy.
Which one do you like better?
Is this unlocked? I like the OD. So here's the seats we were talking about, like how it's separated by this huge hump here to where you couldn't actually put other seats here. They pull all that down so you can fit seats there. They do have one that might be in worse shape than mine.
Yeah.
This one got hit by a tow truck?
Yeah, 62 miles an hour.
It was parked on the highway and a tow truck just smashed into it right here.
Check out the
Youch.
interior. So the interior is not touched.
Just exploded.
Just exploded.
All the seats are everywhere.
Yeah, you could see where it just ripped
God,
right there, like on the.
So this guy's fine. He was not in the truck. It was parked on the highway. He,
Saving other people.
yeah, he was out of the truck helping somebody else, and a tow truck just went boom and just plowed him.
And what's unique about this is like the amount of turrets. This whole truck was like kind of a gun shooting platform truck. So you got a turret mount back here, turret mount in the front here, so you can sit on top of these ammo cans that are lockable here, shooting back,
Yeah.
and then turn around and go forward.
We used to shoot
kneel.
50 cals off of the roof.
So this guy's not going to need this stuff anymore.
I don't think it's
Just go ahead and take these parts inside. Do you know who owns a 50 cal? This guy. I got a Modus. It'll mount right up to that. It's great.
yeah. Actually,
Golly.
it's actually in good shape.
Actually, yeah, that didn't get
That's fine.
All right, we got us
There
a
you
50
go.
cal mount. That's perfect. Crazy. I like the slant back look too. That's cool.
Yeah, it looks good, doesn't it?
I mean, it probably looked cooler before it got hit by a tow truck, but.
Yeah.
just a little bit.
So we have been walking around this thing for about an hour trying to figure out basically all the details, what we want to do, how we want to do it. We going with wagon, we going with slant back, are we fixing the bullet holes, are we leaving the bullet holes? We can't like leave them because they are so sharp. He actually stabbed his finger with one a second ago. Like they are just razor sharp, and so we probably need to like push them in at the least, or like grind them down so they're smooth. But there's just
Here's my concern over here.
sharp metal everywhere on this thing,
This is a real.
and the inside. Like, see how he has to hold it because he doesn't want to get cut. But like even just the inside where your legs are going to be, there's just sharp metal everywhere.
But this thing's been like almost sawed in half.
Yeah,
I mean, you can see there. What's happened is like all the bullets ricocheted off of here.
they hit that heavy steel.
Look at that edge right through.
Oh wow, I didn't realize that was all open down there.
Yeah, and it goes from almost the front to the back here.
Yep,
So this
some of that was me.
this this B pillar is probably pretty well compromised.
A little weak there.
You could probably kick that in. Don't.
We need that. Some of it's compromised, and the stuff that's not is just sharp, very sharp. And also, it's gonna rain and go right in through all the holes in the roof up there. But we're also trying to figure out what we're doing with the engine. You know, is it a easy rebuild, or is it gonna take a whole new engine, that kind of thing? Wiring harness is shredded. Gauges are
You
shredded.
need to do trans too.
Trans is shredded.
A hole through the transmission.
Yep. I mean, all these bullets ran into the transmission as well. Gas tanks are shredded.
But we really don't know the extent of the damage from underneath too.
Yeah.
Because that frame may be gone. Check this out. The A-arm is toast up here.
A-arm got hit, but still might be good.
Spring
Put a little
mount, the upper
patch
spring
on it.
perch here is shot up.
Yeah. It almost hit
that's-
that piston in there.
The spring's like snapped in half.
Yeah.
Look at that.
That was a 50 cal incendiary for sure. Broke that spring in half.
There's a fire over here.
Where's the fire? Stuff was just burned.
Yeah, there was some.
God, you can see all these holes coming through. You just cut yourself. Everything is sharp. But even like, this is your air intake, but bullets went through it. So like that kind of stuff needs to be fixed.
So the
AC stuff all got bullets all through it. Your computer has bullets all through it.
wire harness, you can't even reuse the wire harness,
Need a whole new wiring harness.
which isn't manufactured. You can't get those.
You gotta custom make it.
Build that.
You gotta get all new glass because every glass panel was shattered. Every single one.
Every off-road light.
Our lights all got hit. I think people were aiming for those lights.
I don't think those are replaceable either.
Yeah,
A
no.
little bit. A few years ago.
Yep. Just a mess, a total mess. And I was like, all right, here you go. Later. Have fun.
And then we don't know, like, look at the diff, looks like it's in decent shape.
Yeah, the diff does look good. The brakes look good.
Brake line needs to be replaced. That was shot out.
Oh yeah. Actually, that looks like a bullet stuck right there.
Oh yeah, look at that.
There's a bullet right there.
There's probably a lot of bullets in
Yeah,
here.
they already pulled out a bunch. They pulled out the interior and they found a bunch of bullets in there.
Oh, we found a perfect 50 cal.
Really?
Yeah.
Crazy. This is impressive though. This thing, I don't think took any serious bullets. The head did.
I heard it still had compression too.
Yeah, it ran on starter fluid.
Wow.
It runs, but not well.
The wiring's a little.
Yeah, the computer wasn't helping it.
But someone was in here too with muck connectors, which you never do.
No, that was the guys trying to get it to run.
Oh,
yeah,
okay, cool.
they were trying to get it to run just to see if it would go. So that was my guys.
Gotcha.
Junkyard Digs, way to go. So the goal now is to get this body off so we can really see. We want to see if the frame rails are any good because.
And not cut yourself.
Yeah, good luck. So the frame rails are bad. Then we got to patch that. But the body needs to come off anyway to get the engine out. Right? Is that the case? I've never done it on a Hummer. So we're gonna pull the body off to get a better look at all the driveline, and then they will have access to this. So that's the goal right now. Yeah, if you were sitting in that seat, you probably would have got hit. This is Adam from Baja Designs. So you guys do lighting. You guys did the lighting on my F350, on my Bronco. I just found out they were like not far from here.
Yeah, about 2 miles.
Yeah, 2 miles away. So I sent him a text and I was like, come check this out because we're gonna need some lights. What do you think?
Before it gets lights, it's gonna need some other work, but I think
No,
these
it's
guys
just,
are capable.
I think it's ready for lights,
It's ready.
man.
Yeah, we put lights on now. Oh man.
Yeah. So anyway, we got these guys giving us their opinion on everything too. We're about to put it back in the shop. We were moving it out so that we could get another Hummer out of the way, bring this in, and then we will take the body off. We got it up on a lift and we're just doing our initial walk around. This is our frame here. We have a few bullet holes there, but nothing bad. Our air horn did get hit, but honestly, it's not bad. I don't think anything is like super structurally wrong.
On the frame that I worry about, Matt, is
Yeah?
right there.
Did it take a few?
See those two? They almost went through, but since it's right so close to the arm, like
Yeah.
the structural.
Yeah.
But we could just plate it.
Just put a plate
probably.
around it, strengthen it up. Yeah.
But I think that's the worst to the frame that I've seen.
And this is the worst side here. We were shooting from the front passenger corner, and so this is the passenger side frame rail.
You could really see under here on the body.
Yeah.
Where it just got
Where it chewed it
like
all
Ryan
up
was
right there.
saying, where
Yeah.
the bullets just bounce off right there.
Yep. I mean, this thing actually protected our frame a lot because all of these bullets were heading for the frame,
Yeah.
and there's like 4 bullet holes in the frame over there.
You right here too, like
Yep. Crazy. Cool. So they were already talking before we got up in the air about replacing frame rails, and that would have been another not only expense but just time-consuming process. But I think the frame is fine. There's a couple key suspension components that we need to work on, but frame-wise, I think our prayer's been answered, and it is not going to need any major framework at all. almost ready to try to pull that body and see what was forgotten to unhook. We'll see. This is a Duramax. Look how pretty this thing is. And a big tranny. God, look at that. That big old turbo hiding back there. So that's the beauty of the H1 Alphas, is they already came with Duramaxes in them, which mine has. Mine looks a little grosser. This guy is busy writing a list of everything we need. And when I say busy, I mean he's gonna be writing that list for a while, because we need a lot of things on this thing. But he's just walking around it going, yep, we're gonna need glass there and glass there, and we're gonna need a panel there, we're gonna need a, that's our clutch for our fan right there. It's got a bullet hole in it. They said that was $4,500. Sweet. What'd you forget?
Oh, it just gets stuck.
Oh, it's just wedges in there, huh?
Yeah. Come down with that, Cheeto.
Woo-wee. Looks clear. Yeah. All right, moment of truth. Dude, it looks great. That doesn't, but this does. Look at that exhaust pipe, got holes in it over there. Woo! Look at that.
Oh, look at that, Matt.
That's ventilation. Crazy. Yeah, that got pretty smacked. Oh man. Hit, 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 hit.
I found one of them pieces. Right there. You go right there.
Oh, yeah, just weld that in place. We're good to go. Hit back there too?
Transfer case. Did it get hit? Little spot right there.
Oh yeah, it did. Little hole. Yeah, I got hit with a few 50s.
Yeah, all right in here.
Still
The
though.
worst part of the frame.
Yeah, still
That
looking
can be patched
pretty
up.
good. Cool.
I think so. I mean, my only concern is that it's right in all the suspension.
It's fine.
That's fine.
Just sitting it. Look at that. Ow. That's sharp. Bullet
Oh,
goes
yeah.
through right there.
Yeah. Couple went through right
Another hit
there,
right here.
and up here.
Yep. So yeah, a bunch were, it's because they were aiming for this tire. That's what it is. Everybody's aiming for the tires. There's a good bullet hole right there. So the frame, I mean, it might need to be kind of patched a little, but really I think it could not be patched at all and it would be fine. So they might patch a little just to make them feel better, but overall, this thing is much better than we feared, frame-wise. So the body's just gonna be totally removed and pulled out of here so that they can work in there, because there's 2 gas tanks in this thing. They're both shot up. The whole exhaust system is shot up. It looks like we only need 1 spring. I guess maybe 1 spring, 1 other spring was hit, but not broken in half. We're gonna put new shocks under this thing because they were shot up. And then whole wiring, which is a good reason to have the body off so we can wire everything. We're gonna do every single light will be brand new. Even the turn signals, there's a couple of them that didn't get hit, but we're gonna put LEDs in there and make them all new, because this is a 2006, so we're working with almost 20-year-old technology in this truck. And since we're going through it, we might as well make it all really nice. So we're gonna try to put it back together much better than it ever was together before. While the body's off, the engine's gonna come out, be totally redone, which is cool. The transmission's done. We need a new transmission in there. Transfer case looks like, I don't know if you can replace that tailpiece or not, or if we need a whole new transfer case. The drive shafts are good. They were not hit at all, which is crazy. Brakes look fine. Differentials, both so far look untouched, and the axles look untouched. These things have gear reduction hubs. I think they're fine, even though they were like, yeah, the part that people were shooting at. We might have to replace 1 or 2 of them that were on that bad side, but there's also a big wheel in front of them which might have taken a lot of the bullets. I don't know. We'll see. It's just gonna take a lot of getting in there, but A-arms, control arms, everything like that, we gotta go through and see if they are still structurally sound. We're just gonna keep them because this is the Holy Hummer. It's okay if it's got some holes. That gives it character. Just as long as it doesn't give it a bad weak part that's going to break as I'm driving 70 down the road. So this is one of the fuel tanks right here. Secondary fuel tank is back there. What's interesting, these are fuel lines. Bam, bam, bam. All these. So we have, I think we have 2 coming from the back and 2 coming from this tank because there's a return line also on them. But it busted. A bullet went right through there, hit the tank there, hit right here. So the fuel tanks and lines were hit multiple times. That's another fuel line right there that is smashed by a bullet. This is a diesel, obviously, and diesel is not nearly as combustible as gasoline is. If that would have been gasoline, getting hit by this many bullets, and I mean, I'm sure those fuel lines are busted up here by the engine as well, much better chance of this thing all burning to the ground. We had no major fires because this is just diesel and it just doesn't ignite like gasoline does. So very lucky that we were shooting a diesel. We didn't even empty it. The fuel tanks were full. I don't actually know. We never actually checked, but they dumped some fuel once we hit it. We saw fuel coming out. And no fires. This thing would have burned to the ground. Would have been very unfortunate. Even more unfortunate than what already happened to it. So this exhaust pipe got hit, I don't know, 10 times?
Oh, the transfer piece is shot.
Yeah. Can you replace that little tailpiece or do you have to do the whole thing?
You have to take a look at it.
Yeah.
You could, but there's also like a spline that comes out of there.
Might be damaged
And
too.
it may be damaged and maybe easier to just get a new one.
Yep. Ran over to Baja, checked out their shop here. It's freaking awesome, and we've got some big plans on the lighting on this thing. While I was doing that though, they pulled my motor out. That is a Duramax on the floor with a big transmission transfer case. God, all shot up. Those holes, not supposed to be there, not at all. But the engine is good. There's a hole in the little plate right there. What is that blocking? That's just blocking your motor mount right there. There's a hole there. We actually got hit in the motor mount here. It looks like we had some shrapnel hit there, but didn't go in. Everything else looks fine. This was the angle we were shooting from, but we got hole in the top of that head, but nothing in the bottom part of that head, I don't think. And our frame is looking freaking good. I mean, not good, but we might replace this, but honestly, like, that thing is only needed if you lift it in the air, you know, like if you want to hook it to a parachute, which I don't plan on doing. Frame is good, got fuel tank out. That fuel tank needs to come out because it's got some extra vent holes it doesn't need either, but overall, we're actually really pumped with the way this thing is looking. All the big components of the driveline and suspension and frame look fine. Next step, we got to get that thing much better put back in here. So go ahead, don't forget, go download World of Warships, linked in the description below. Just click that link and use my code DemoRanch24. It helps me out and it's freaking awesome. You guys will love it. And then ideally, this thing in hopefully not too long of a time. We will be rolling down the streets in this mean machine, Holy Hummer. As you can see, their other trucks look good. They're nice looking trucks in here. Beautiful. Nice shot. And this one is just the worst. So thanks to Predator for helping me take on this project. And we'll be back here to check on their progress very soon. Thanks for watching. I love it. I'll see you next time.
I'm on fire!
Oh. Hey, what camera is that? Number...
Shut up! Don't tell Mare.